Friends, Brian here for Yes You Can Play Guitar. Yes, it is me, except no imitations, no substitutions. It really is me, the Big Guitar Daddy. As you guys know, if you've been following my channel the past few months, I am a fan of the band Nightwish, and I've become a huge fan of Jansen, one of the greatest female singers, in my opinion. And we are going to check out her previous band to Nightwish called After Forever. I'm very curious to see this, and let's check it out.
Energize me with a simple touch, or with an open heart. Energize me, fire up this flame that's burning between us. It's not a fantasy, another mystery. It's just what I can feel. It's something I can see. It's like a memory and then a melody. It's just what we all know, and we are here. Almost blind, almost closed eye. Could not feel or set it free. Energize me with a simple touch, or with an open heart. Energize me, fire up this flame that's burning between us. It lies in everyone, this falling energy. It's all around us too, electrifying you. So dare to set it free. This virtue is the key to something we are not, and we are use. I can feel it's inside me. Open up and lighten me. Energize me with a simple touch, or with an open heart. Energize me, fire up this flame that's burning between us. Energize me with a simple smile. Open up your mind. Energize me, activate the light. Let's give it a take now.
Okay, so it was pretty good. The band did some interesting things, a couple of interesting key changes there. We did a thing on Patreon a week or two ago. I was watching another short documentary about her. Now, I could be wrong, and I know you guys will fill me in, but I think that was a hard time for her. Like, she got the big call from Nightwish. You know, we went into detail on Patreon, me watching it, a real deep dive on learn the set list in 48 hours. But I think from my understanding, and I could still be wrong, but After Forever was like her only band for years. She was in that band, helped work on the band, build things up, and then, you know, she had to make a choice and do what was right for her, obviously. That's a very tough situation when you're in a band in that situation, because a lot of bands, there's hard feelings, people feel betrayed, but, you know, she had to do what was best for her. I don't know the whole story. I'm going to look into a little bit more about After Forever. That it was good. You know, it didn't. She was the marquee star there. Like, there's no question. The band, great musicians. It was a good song. I don't envy them for having to replace her. You know, as much as people, you know, might think that in bands people can be replaced, it's not an easy process, and it's sunk a lot of bands, like, if you're able to find someone else who can pull off musically what the person did, especially a talent such as Floor Jansen, can you get along with them? Do they contribute to songwriting? Do they help out? Are they good team players? Or do they bring a whole bunch of toxic problems to the situation? Only played in small regional bands, but I've seen a lot. And I'll be honest, guys, that, in some of the regional bands I played in, I brought a lot to the table. With guitar, with, knowing how to book gigs, being a good booking agent, owning a PA system, knowing how to do sound. And, I'd been in a few situations where people were just a-holes and I just packed it in, and they might have played a gig or two after and then folded. And they were probably so dumb they were still scratching their head years later, not figuring it out. But I liked it, but again, she was the star of that show. I do not envy After Forever with trying to replace her. Let's look into that a little bit more. Let's look into a little bit more of After Forever. I'm kind of curious as to what happened to them after she left. Again, I'm just kind of putting some pieces together here, but she's an incredible talent. I think one of the best female vocalists, front people ever. So she wouldn't be easy to replace, and hopefully that, they were able to part ways on good terms and move on. That's what I think of that. Are there any other After Forever songs with Floor or without Floor that you guys recommend that I should react to? And remember, keep the comments and suggestions coming. Please hit subscribe. It means a lot to keep the momentum going. And remember, practice hard but practice smart, and we'll see you soon.